Welcome to the podcast, Stop Crying Poser. Greatest podcast known to man and animals. As voted by Charizard, Gengar, Mimikyu, Eevee, Gardevoir, Lucario. Wait, they got a bunch of Italian Pokemon now? Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Rayquaza? Wait, what the fuck is this Pokemon list? We do this podcast every single Friday right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. We are 13 minutes late today. Extra big shout out to Day Day, Mr. Jesus, iBook Boy, Dietrich, Geiges, Paul Miranda is back, Griff, Support the Farts, Zombie Homegirl, Sully Waldrop, Captain Chloroform, and maybe even a couple of lurkers in the shadows. Welcome to another podcast. It has not been an eventful week for me, but we are still going to try to salvage my week into some fun stories for you guys. Last week I was bragging about how much money I won. Hey, look how much money I have. I won like $150 last Wednesday, and then on Friday won another $200, and then the next day after that on Saturday won another $200. So I'm up like $500 starting out the week. I don't have anything to spend it on. I should go buy new front tires for my car, but you know what? I'll leave that up to the gods today. If I win money today, I'm going to go out, I'm going to gamble about $40. I still have $440 saved from those gambling winnings. I'm going to gamble another $40 today. And if I can get that full winning up to like, let's say like $600, new tires is what I'm going to get. I said that last time though. I had won $700. I'm sure I talked about it on the podcast months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago. And my first thought was, oh, new tires. And what did I do? I just spent it on fun shit. Just started buying my friends drinks and shit like that. Which also, another complaint that I kind of have about last week, it was last Friday, I won $200 and all my friends were losing, right? I'm up 200, Sems is down 60, T's down 40. So I'm like, since I'm the only one that won money, I'll buy your guys drinks. I buy the drinks. Next spot, I buy all the drinks. Then we're at the final bar, and for some reason, this bar charges way more money because, let me explain this. Also, they scammed me. They scammed me because I wasn't paying attention. So at any bar in Las Vegas, if you're gambling, you get to drink for free. Some bars are very strict about how many free drinks you can get. Sometimes you have to pay $20 to the machine, like lose $20 or at least actively be gambling $20, then you get a drink. Which, if you think about it, if you lose $1, win $1, lose $1, win $1, lose $1, win $1, and you do that 20 times, now you get a free drink. Kind of. That's kind of how it works. But for some reason, this bar, they can only comp drinks that are 12 ounces. And we were drinking 18-ounce mugs. So my thought was like, oh, so if you do the math, like every time I gamble $60 worth of play, it doesn't mean I have to lose 60. But when I gamble, throughout the course of win one, lose one, win one, lose one, after $60 goes by, I should be allowed to have 2 free drinks instead of 3, just because it's more ounces. But the scam they were running was that I actually have to actively have a 12-ounce beer in my hand or else no free drinks. So at the end of the night, I was expecting a tab of like $30, $40. They hit me with 85. And this is only drinking beer. That may be normal for you guys, non-Las Vegans, when you go out, but to have an $85 bar tab when all 3 of us are gambling is insane. It's not uncommon at all for our bar tab to be over 100, and then they just say, you guys drank over $100 today, you don't owe us anything. Because the amount of gambling we did offset our bill. That's usually how it happens. Me and Stems have stories where we'll be at a bar for 6 hours. And then hey, what do we owe you? And he goes, toss me $10. And that's not uncommon at all. So for them to get me an $85 tab. Anyways, where the story was going is, I guess during that time, I had $200. So I said, I'll pay for everybody. Stems then won $400. And I didn't know that. And I still paid for everybody. So now I'm down $100. And so now I'm only up 100 and he's up 400. We try to do this thing where we pay for each other, but I think that one was just bad timing. Didn't work out, but I'm still up on some money. So new tires, who knows? One day the new tires will arrive. Speaking of winning, I haven't gone to an actual pool hall in a while, and there's one not too far from my house. We went to this place called Good Times Bar, and it's a bar. It has pinball, it has karaoke, and then on the other side of the bar, it's a big long bar. At the other side is a pool hall, which means they have probably 20 or 30 pool tables, all different sizes. Some of them are like raised up for like tournaments. Some are lower so that you can stand around it and watch a tournament as if you're watching like the seated slanted stands in like a boxing arena. They have one pool table that's like that if you're like the ultimate celebrity. And I think it's cool. The reason it was worthy of being brought up on the podcast is because somehow I won every single game. And there was 6 of us there. So I played through all 6 people. I did lose a game of 3-ball, which is not really like a skill game. It's kind of just a money game that we play, like a $1 fun gambling game. You know, you put down $1, all your friends get a turn, and whoever wins takes the pot. I don't consider that like a skill game. That's a lot of luck, and you know, it's like flipping a coin or fucking roulette or something, right? I mean, it is a skill game, but I lost that to Tex because Tex closed his eyes and magically made a fucking random shot that no one would ever believe. Anyways, I won every single game, man. Really felt like a winner. And I noticed in this pool place, it's funny, as much as I play pool on the weekends, you know, grab some beer, play some pool, I don't actually know much about the game. I know the rule set that we play by is not the official rules. It's kind of like our house rules. We don't play fouls, you know, we play always in the kitchen after a scratch. There's no ball in hand for hitting the wrong ball. We don't play strict defense, you know, there's no like ball in a rail rule. We play really like relaxed rules. But we've never played on those super giant tables. So I think you have like a 6-foot table, a 7-foot table, then you have like a 9-foot table. I might be getting these numbers wrong, but now that I'm the greatest pool player that's ever lived, now I kind of want to play on the big tables. Listen, if I beat like all my friends and then I lose a game, I win a game, I lose a game, and at the end of the night I won 5 games and lost 3, that's a fantastic night for me. If we play pool for 2 fucking hours and I am undefeated, I gotta step my game up, dude. Gotta get my own stick. Gotta get my own. I need to get a polo shirt with my name on it. I gotta get a team going. Jump on a league. I gotta start saying like pool terms. I'm gonna start calling it billiards. Hey, gentlemen, you want to play a game of billiards? I gotta like elevate where I'm at right now because I'm feeling. You know what it is? My ego is big right now. So I got to play on the big tables to match my big skill. Bigly. Got to match the big skill out there. Whatever. We played pool. I'm really trying to salvage this podcast. I told you guys not a lot of interesting things happened. So I just told a whole story about I won a game of pool and I tried to stretch that out as long as possible. Speaking of really exciting, riveting topics, I got a new plug-in for my bathroom that makes it smell good, and I bought it on Amazon. It's called Wallflower Special, right? It's more special than the Glade ones. I guess it's Bath and Body Works branded. I don't know how I ended up with this, but I have the most expensive fucking air freshener ever. I got 2 replacement bulbs to make it smell good, because before it was smelling like cherries. Nobody wants to go in the bathroom, take a shit, or pee when you're just blasted in the face with a cherry smell. So I bought one. It was, in my research, it was the highest rated smell on Amazon that I could get for less than like $7. Actually, I think I got it for $6 because some of them are more expensive. And it was the smell of, get ready, winter. What does winter smell like, dude? Snow and cold, misery, homeless people, dumpster fires. What the fuck does winter smell like? And I asked that question. On the stream yesterday, and Love My Toe said, it's gonna smell like pine. I said, what part of winter is pine? Because we don't have like pine here. In fact, we barely have winter here. I plug it in, I wake up this morning, I go in there, and she was right. It all smells like pine. Whole motherfucking bathroom smells like pine. A Christmas tree in there. You know what I want? I want one that smells like good laundry. And if you know the smell, you know it. You ever been to somebody's house? You just go, you breathe in, you smell like nice, fresh laundry. And I don't know, what is that smell? We just have to call it laundry, right? Because laundry can't just be the word of a smell, because usually that smell would be bad. You could be like, oh, your fucking house smells like laundry. And you're like, oh, dirty laundry. Or you could be like, oh, your house smells like clean laundry. Oh, clean laundry. So there should be one that just says clean laundry. In fact, when I walk my dog, I don't know how they do it. I think some people in the neighborhood, I think their washer and dryer is in their garage. I think they wash and dry with the garage open. And you know how I drop in one of those little Tide Pods? There must be people out there dropping in like 6 or 7 at a time going nuts. Because if I walk my dog around the neighborhood, there's 2 houses specifically. When I walk by, you breathe in, you smell nothing but clean laundry. And I like it. Compared to the other houses where you walk by and it smells like either meth or weed, I'd go with the clean laundry. Not bad at all. But I need to find out what the scent is for that, or they need to lower the price, because if clean linens cost $8, I'm all good taking a doo-doo smelling a bunch of pine cones in the bathroom. Man, or better idea, I gotta switch to Glade, because I'm spending too much money on these goddamn wallflowers, and they go up really quickly. What a great topic. Riveting stuff, man. Wow, I bet you guys are on the edge of your seat. What will he talk about next? Maybe the smell of wintergreen in the bathroom. Yeah, whatever. If I switch to the Glades, I'd probably save some money. Also, I had no idea. Someone was in my bathroom the other day. They're like, hey, this plug-in is empty. And I was like, yeah, it ran out of smell. And they're like, you know why you plug it in, right? I was like, I don't know, just so it has somewhere to hang. And they were like, no, you fucking idiot. Heat comes off of this. How do you fucking think that the smell gets out? It heats up this little thing, and then then it gets hot, and it releases the smell. And yours is empty. And I was like, oh, my shit's been empty for like months. And she's like, oh, you're just giving away fucking heat. You're just giving away energy. Is your power bill good? I'm sure it doesn't mess up my power bill too badly, but I had no idea. What do you think? I just grab shit on the wall? Look at that smelly thing. Let's grab it and feel the heat coming off of it. You think I walk around my house grabbing things, hoping to feel heat off of them? No, I don't. How was I to know that? Although, in hindsight, I do feel dumb. In hindsight, why would it have... See, this is where I'll admit that I'm dumb. Why would you plug in 2 metal prongs into an electrical outlet and not expect it to be electric somehow? That's got to be the dumbest thing I've ever done. Stick something into a wall outlet and be like, bet that's not electricity. What? Who could ever overlook that? Me. I could. Moving on. Also related to the bathroom. If you guys remember, a few months back, my roof got damaged from the wind. So insurance paid for us to have a whole new roof put on and repaired, paid for most of it. And the people that were on the roof damaged my house in many ways. They broke a bunch of shit over there. They broke one of these panels. They broke one of my vents down, and then they also broke one of my windows. You know, those hard workers, right? I think they thought no one was home, so I guess they just thought, hey, no one's here, let me destroy the whole house. A lot of problems with the house now. Anyways, there was a hole in the ceiling of my bathroom that needed to be patched. Finally got around to getting some patch. Got up there, patched it up. I'm going to put one more layer on after the podcast, then sand it down. And then on Monday, my paint should arrive. Hopefully when this paint arrives, it's not broken, because last week I talked about it. My paint arrived. It was broken. It was no longer in its bucket. I now have a cardboard box filled with loose paint dripping everywhere. But very excited to finally do these little things I've been putting off. I think the cold weather makes me not want to achieve anything, and then the hot weather makes me not want to achieve anything. I went from it being 50 degrees in my house to right now it's probably 76. It went from being 30 degrees at night. 2 weeks later, it's 85 degrees in the daytime. And guess what? You know what happens a month from now? We're going to hit 100 degrees. So within 1 month, 1.5 months, it goes from 30 degrees to over 100 degrees here. And it's going to be great. The good thing about that is when they finally change the time. When is daylight savings time, by the way? I cannot wait for them to change the time so that I can go out skateboarding later. I really have a hard time going out skating around like 2 p.m. and then by 4 o'clock the sun's going down. It's not a big deal about like, oh, the skateboard or the weather or anything like that. It's about the camera. My camera does not work well, or my camera lenses don't work well in low light. I need natural sunlight or a super bright light, which is why whenever I do any type of vlog and I have this camera, I try to be outdoors because the quality looks way better when it's brighter. So the sun going down, let's say the sun is almost over the mountains. Okay, I need to change the camera setting. Okay, let's say the sun is halfway over the mountains. I need to change the camera setting. Okay, the sun goes over the mountains. I need to change the camera setting. And when the 10 minutes after sundown, the camera's pretty much worthless. So, very excited for the time to finally change. That'll be fun. But what I was saying is this time of the year, as far as fixing all the things that need to be fixed, patching the roof, painting. I painted the bars on the side of my house the other day, cleaning up the backyard. It is an absolute disaster back there. It rained 2 weeks ago, so I had a tarp over the ramp, but trying to fold that tarp up with one person is kind of difficult, so you need two people to fold the tarp. The tarp is just sitting there loose. There's weights everywhere. There's trash. Skateboards, right? I weight down the tarp because oftentimes when it rains, it storms and then the wind happens. So you have to weight everything down because the wind will blow my entire tarp away. I have a little swimming pool for the dog. If I don't put a weight or a giant rock in that, it'll blow away in the wind. I never thought about Las Vegas as a super windy place, but I think, I guess I just got used to it. And I didn't realize that there are some places that don't have just daily insane wind blowing your roof apart. And I'm really annoyed at that. If anyone out there knows like SQL language and can find the raw data, I think the world is against me all the time. I think about this every single week. Can someone run the raw data and find out if in Las Vegas, if you compared Tuesday and Wednesday to every other combination of 2 days. So Tuesday and Wednesday versus Wednesday, Thursday versus Friday, Saturday versus Saturday, Sunday. If you could look up every pair of days that is very windy compared to every other pair of days, I'd be willing to put down $5 that Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the windiest days in Las Vegas history. And I say that because I feel like the wind only decides to blow if I'm going skateboarding. And I only go skateboarding on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If anyone can run the raw data and tell me I'm wrong, and tell me I'm just being a pussy about it, like I just make everything about me, prove me wrong. Because I exaggerate. Listen, I exaggerate all the time. I try to make everything like worse than it is. I pretend the world is against me. I'd be willing to put down $5 on this one. Because what day is it today? Friday. Go out there, not 1 mile per hour of wind. But if I grab my skateboard and take one step outside, it's the wind chimes are going off. Ding, 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 ding. That's what I believe. Is it true? I don't know. Speaking of lies, I put out a video today about how to change your wheels, how to change your bearings, when to change your wheels, when to change your bearings. And I don't know if you guys have the same kind of emotion as me, but one comment said the spacers that go, what do you call them, speed rings, the washer that goes in between your bearing and your nut, I said those are made from aluminum in my narration of the video. Someone in the comments said those are not aluminum. So I looked it up, and it turns out they were right. Most of them are not aluminum, but some of the top selling ones on Amazon are aluminum. But the ones I was using was not aluminum. And I don't know why it matters to me so much, but I kind of feel like I'm wrong and he's right. And it makes me, I'm not mad that I'm wrong, but I'm mad that I can't go back and redo the video and not say something other than aluminum. But then I'm not completely wrong because they still do make some from aluminum. And I think for me, it's like a toe drag, or it's like a heel drag, or it's like dragging my hand on the ground. It's like sloppy. It made the video sloppy. And I'm not a perfectionist, but I want things to be right. And I think that it's not right. So I have this anxiety now today, like, fuck, why did I say that fucking aluminum thing? Where did I come up with aluminum? I just assumed I knew everything about skateboarding truck washers. Damn it. So yeah, I guess it's partially me. It's partially I hate being wrong. I mean, that's part of it too. I hate being wrong, and I'm wrong about shit all the time. I don't think I let on about how much I hate it, but I do. And also the second part is that I could go redo this, but then I'd have to delete the video, re-upload the video. Then I got to deal with, oh, you uploaded this twice. It's kind of a bad look to upload a video and then take it away 6 hours later and then re-upload it. I just wonder if you guys struggle with anything like that in your life. I used to hate when I had a job and my boss would tell me, like, okay, go to these three places, you know, like go to place number 1, or usually be like 5 or 6, right? Go to 6 places. Go to place number 1, pick up money. Place number 2, deliver quarters. Place number 3, repair a slot machine button. Place number 4, switch out a can. Place number 5, I/O boards. Place number 6, calibrate monitor. You know, and I write all this shit down, and I would come back, I did everything, and they'd be like, oh, did you, I heard you didn't fill out a ticket for spot number 3. And I'm like, oh, fuck, you're right, dude. You sent me on fucking 6 missions. I came back with 5 tickets. I fixed the machine, but I left the ticket, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Oh, I hate that. So I used to always hate being wrong, and that was a job where you only had like a 50% chance of being caught. I could say I fixed something and then not fixed it and then be like, I fixed it, man. And I could lie. I didn't do that very often, but there was times where I would forget something at work and then I would just lie to my boss. He'd be like, hey, did you show up to that spot number 2 and fix the monitor? I'm like, yeah, I stopped, dude. I stopped and fixed it. And he'd be like, okay, well, it's broken again. I'm like, really? Somebody broke it that fast? I'll go back. I'll fix it. Hey, this time I'll fix it better. When in reality, I didn't fix it at all. So that would always be my excuse. Like, hey, you know what, dude? Hey, I'll go back. Hey, I have no problem going back over there. Listen, that's part of the job, right? If it's broken, I go fix it. When in reality, I just forgot to do it the whole time. Okay, moving on. I just hate being wrong. I wish those goddamn things weren't aluminum. Or, you know what? People in the chat room or watching on YouTube, like, make me right, all right? We need to start an all-aluminum spacer company, or speed washer. We need to start an all-aluminum company and make it the most popular thing online. And then after the fact, then I'll be right. And all of my made-up facts. Bro, I was making up facts and shit in the video. I was like, yeah, aluminum heats up faster. Like, I just made all that up. Yeah, aluminum heats up faster, and that's why it breaks. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. You get me talking sometimes, dude. I just start making shit up. Like, it's not my fault. What comes out just gets made up. You know, I've been skateboarding for 24 years. I've been lying the whole time. I've been making it up as I go. Okay, you guys are asking about trivia questions. Okay, trivia question. Here it is. First one to answer this right, if you live in America, gets a free Ninja, Lifestyle, Sticker Pack, and I might even throw in some Jack in the Box coupons if you behave. The question is, in what month is National Pokemon Day? See, I gave you guys a hint. That's been my new thing lately. I give you guys a hint at the beginning of the podcast with some obscure reference, and then I make that about the trivia question. Love My Toe says March. Day used Google right away. He says February. D-Trick says February. D-Trick is the winner, even though Day got it right, because Day already has a sticker pack coming to him because he Googles the answer faster than all of you. You should all be ashamed. Day is the winner, but he already has a prize coming from winning last time. D-Trick, send me your information after the podcast. Also, if anyone out there has won a trivia and I forgot to send you the prize, please reach out. I'm recently finding out that on Instagram, if I haven't responded on Instagram or on Discord, send me just straight on Twitch, because Discord has something called friend request messaging where I have to approve the friend request before the messaging, but I don't know where to find friend requests and why there are so many. And then Instagram has general messages, then it has like message requests, and then hidden behind message requests is then hidden message requests, and then there's spam, and there's promoted messages. There's so many categories of messages that don't just pop up, or just simply write on Discord in the middle of the Discord and just at me there and say, hey, I won stickers, and then I can try and DM you, because I feel like we're having a problem with the DMs, and I'm trying to get it to be better. But on Instagram, I'm getting 1,000 DMs per week. And I'm having a hard time getting trivia going with those. So, yeah, try to help me out with the DMs. Wait till after the podcast also. And if I owe you one, I'll give you one. I would hate to have anyone out there thinking that this is one big scam. Like, I'm too cheap to send you guys stickers. I'm not. I just can't always get these DMs because every fucking DM website is fucked. But here on Twitch, though, they pop right up. So send on Twitch if that's easier for you. What did I watch in movies this week? I watched a movie called The Infiltrator. It's about a guy that got in close with Pablo Escobar, like an undercover agent who was pretending to sell drugs, and then they got the banks involved, and they investigated all the banks. Really cool movie, a lot of tension, very exciting. The Infiltrator, pretty cool. If you liked Narcos, it's a movie. It's like 2 hours long, The Infiltrator. I think it's really well done. And I guess most of it is based on a true story. So definitely check out The Infiltrator. I also found a movie yesterday called The Sisters Brothers. And it's kind of like a Western, except it has the guy from Step Brothers, the ugly, fat, weird guy. He's in it playing like a serious role. He plays like a cowboy, like mercenary, right? Like a bounty hunter that kills people, but he also has like a really nice soft side. And then his brother's like a lunatic, schizophrenic, fucking alcoholic sociopath. And they're like always arguing with each other, but they also have to like do bounty hunting shit. And I'm not going to spoil any of it, but it gets really exciting. Then it gets really sad. And then at the end, you're like, you kind of don't know if you're going to be happy or sad, which I think is a cool movie. I kind of get tired of watching movies. I don't really get tired, but you kind of get used to the idea that some movies you kind of know what's going to happen in the end. Especially like a sports movie. Like, is he going to make that final basket? Yeah, you kind of know. But with this movie, you kind of didn't know. And I thought that was cool. So definitely check out Sisters Brothers if you liked Tombstone, or if you just like movies that you don't really know what's going to happen next. It was kind of set up like a linear movie, which makes me wonder, I wonder if this was based on something that, maybe a book or something that was true. Probably not. Sounds kind of dumb now, but I don't know, maybe you guys know more about it than me. Definitely check it out. It got a 7 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes, which made me kind of think like, is 7 out of 10 going to be good? Turns out 7 out of 10 is enough on the Rotten Tomatoes scale to have me really enjoy the movie. Anyways, that's all I have for the podcast today. Extra big shout out to Sully Waldrop, Mr. Jesus, Zombie Homegirl, and iBook Boy for supporting the podcast a little bit extra today. I know not everyone has money, but if you do have money, give it to me. Can I get a hell yeah from everybody currently in the chat? If you missed the first half of the podcast, do not worry, because the repeat of this podcast comes out on Sunday, early in the morning, on YouTube, on iTunes, on Podbean, on Spotify, anywhere where you can find a podcast. It comes out on Sunday, early in the morning, just in time for you to download it and be ready to listen to it on your way to work or even at work. Speaking of that, if you have no money, you can always tell your friends about the podcast. Tell them that you heard something funny about some guy that when he goes into his bathroom, he smells fresh linen. I don't know, man. Just bring up some reason to tell somebody to watch this. Or if you have iTunes, go on there, motherfucker, and leave a positive rating. All right, let me scroll up so I can get the hell yes. Love my toe. Day Day. iBook Boy. D Trick. Support the farts. Day Day. Paul Miranda. Zombie Homegirl. iBook Boy. Day Day. Love my toe. iBook Boy again. Day Day again. You guys love to give me the hell yes. I appreciate all you guys for hanging out. I will continue this stream, but as far as the official podcast, this is all I got for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts on winning money. Let me know your thoughts on pool tables. Let me know your thoughts on wheels having aluminum. Let me know your thoughts on pine smell. Let me know your thoughts on patching a roof. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the weather. Just let me know your thoughts, man. A little bit of interaction on this podcast would be nice. Leave a goddamn comment, or else come over there, give you a knuckle sandwich, goddammit. Buffet style. All you can eat. As I always say, have a great weekend. Don't drink too much, and don't drink too little. Gonna go take a doo-doo in the middle of the pine forest, because that's what my bathroom smells like. Doo-doo and pine.